What's up, everybody? So today is the first day of me and two of my best friends starting a podcast called Motorvation, a love letter to the next generation of marketers in automotive, or quite frankly, anything that you're passionate about. Anything that you get up every day to be motivated and do it. We call it Motorvation because we're a bunch of gearheads. And then that, just including that love letter too, is also to bring and praise some of our really good friends that have brought us into this space. People that we, have become bitter rivals with and became best friends, or people that were like, I've been there and done that. But also, mentorship, such a big thing, right, Jay?
Yeah, I'm just really glad that you started this off by explaining the view, but for automotive.
Oh no!
Barbara Walters over here.
Stupid. Told you he's gritty as shit.
Dude, we're gonna have a whole podcast of just
Him bashing on me
him
throughout
bashing.
the whole show. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess for the intro here, I think we set the question of why is mentorship important for you?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's just one of the bigger things too is like I know that for a fact that you and I have a lot of mentors, right? I'm really blessed to have a lot of mentees, right? So Ian Horn is one of my favorite mentees. Hate to say it out there to the rest of y'all, but I spent a ton of time with the kid. He asked a lot of he has taken advantage of one mentor told me, don't fear asking me stupid questions. You ask it once. The second time might be a problem. I might tell you to, at that time he told me to Google it. Now I GPT it. But some of the mentors I've had have been incredible. I've had the CEO of Western Digital be my rally mentor, and he's given me one phrase that I've lived by that we probably can't say on air, but HTUFF, hurry the fuck up and fail fast. This is a 70-plus-year-old Irishman, rally racer, and known him for years and said, hey, I need some business advice. Like, what would you give me? And he's just like, same thing I've been telling you in the seat, son. I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, you're right. Like, I didn't even think about it because I'm failing fast in a rally car going, I missed the note. I need to hurry up. I failed that note. I need to look ahead. And it's kind of the same mentality in business, right? So like that's some of the mentors that might meet on the show, and some of the things that we'll share if they can't make it, and so that we could pass it on to the next generation. What are some of the stories you got in mentorship?
I think the main thing that's important is I always feel like, obviously I'm an A-type personality, and I work, like when you're a salesperson or a marketer, it's like you're looking for the next win.
Yeah.
You got to build a team. But also when you have that mentality, it's like, I want to move up. And you can't move up unless you have someone that replaces you. Mm-hmm. And when you want someone to replace you that hopefully works on your team, you want them to be competent. You want them to be you, because at some point they're going to replace you again.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of the thing, is that a lot of times you see in an industry, when you have a mentee, a lot of times that starts with people that work for you, and you're pulling them up with you because you believe them, and you see what they can do. And so you're constantly pulling them up with you and taking them with you when you go places. But if you want to level up, you can't do it alone. Like, you usually need people with you.
I think it's pretty dope too. Like, you have peers, right? Like, you and Jeremy are great peers.
Yeah.
And from MagnaFlow to Type S to Project X, and just being a friend. Like,
Yeah.
I would literally go to lunch with these guys like once a month.
Yeah, and I'm still learning a lot just sitting here listening, taking it in.
Yeah.
It's been really great kind of being on the other side. Still young in the industry and still got lots to learn.
Must be nice, right?
You don't got any gray in your beard.
I know.
yet.
Well, I feel like I need to shave it to like really sell my age here.
That's our uniform. We're
Yeah.
good.
We come up with another name, just focus on the beards. But I think it's been
Beardervation.
Yeah. Oh no. Changing the name already. But just being on this side of the table, kind of really taking everything in and just giving it the opportunity to, again, ask dumb questions.
Yeah.
Don't make sure you fall into asking dumb questions all the time, but you have to. It's the way you learn. And just taking everything in, and I don't know, kind of don't be afraid to do dumb things.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to sometimes go backwards, like in my experience of walking away from a comfortable spot just to, learn more and grow more. And honestly, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be here today. So
I think some of the cooler things about mentorship is like when you actually start getting into a beyond business mentorship, beyond life experience mentorships, to like into that brotherhood.
Yeah.
Right. So I have a few of them. One is really like on a daily basis, we're talking, a weekly basis, we're talking, And it's just like now they become part of your life, right? And when you're getting married or having a kid, that person's there, but it started from automotive.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just wild how much the automotive industry, I think that, for those that don't know, I'm not in the automotive industry. I've always been in consumer packaging goods. And the thing that I've noticed about it is that passion translates, right? Like the car crazy passion and the familia kind of translates into the business. So it's always like a fine balance in automotive where that mentorship could be a real good thing or a real
I mean,
bad
a
thing.
lot of the automotive industry, especially when you get into motorsports, is supported by these brands. And a lot of it couldn't be done without these brands that aren't even in the automotive industry. So you have to have people that are willing to be passionate or, you can have people that just want it for the sake of marketing, but you have to have people that are passionate to make it successful.
That's a mentee mentor moment. He's now signing those checks and he knows what it's at.
Take a gold star, buddy.
Oh,
That was good.
man. We're
We're gonna put the board up.
There's the grit.
We're gonna have a Ian Gold Star board.
We'll start a gold star and demerit system for this. Like, oh man, you said something stupid. You're on
Like,
such a roll.
take a star off.
I think that's just the cool thing about it too. Is like we get to kind of see it again and watch another generation grow up. And we've talked about things that you guys will see on the show. Is that Jay brought up a really great part, and Jared's just like, hey, we should just bring in a super green kid in the industry and bring him onto the show, and we can bring in some of the.
What are your intentions with our industry?
Oh man.
And then like we could bring in some of the OGs that were that green kid, and now it's the Larry Chens of the world.
Yeah.
And just some of these guys that are still simple, humble people that are crushing it.
Yeah, and then we can find some old guys and be like, why are you still here? Why haven't you retired? You're
go.
holding me
It's
back.
okay.
I can't get up any higher in this industry until you go away.
Why are you gatekeeping? So what are some of the favorite brands you guys want to see on this show? I mean, me personally, I want to see Falcon on here. I like shout out to the guys over at Falcon. Would love to see the boys come on the show because like they've built some legacy brands.
And they've seen my collection of 1/64 scale Falcon cars. Unfortunately, that's how I made my way into the Falcon world. But super cool people. I would love to get their take, especially with new brands or old brands that they're making new again. Super cool. Honestly, I'm probably going to flip-flop with you here.
Okay.
I would like to bring in people that are not in the automotive industry,
All right.
that are responsible for supporting the automotive industry. So, like a lot of the drink brands, kind of your more background. But just so you don't have to worry about talking about it on your part, you can kind of get like a, secondary.
No, yeah, there'd be a lot.
person
I
to kinda-
mean, like guys like Nos, Neff, Coco Love, like some pretty big deals. So like we'll definitely talk on that and get some people in for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm less interested about brands and more about people and like maybe some of the adjacent jobs. I think going and talking to kids at schools, like they never really know, like, hey, what are the other jobs you can have? Like I'm explaining to my stepson right now, like, hey, you want to be in the music industry? Like not everyone gets to play stadium shows, but you may work customer service for and run customer service for a company that's in there, and it gets you adjacent to that.
Yeah, you
'cause
never
there's plenty
know.
of jobs that are in automotive that give you the ability to be in an industry that you love, even if you're not wrenching on cars or working at
Yeah.
trucks, you know?
I think that's one of the biggest things talking to people my age has been, you don't have to be this main person over here that we see in the spotlight the whole time. There's lots of stuff that even I did leading up to where I am
Yeah.
that people don't know about or they don't really care to get into.
Yeah, that's normally like the number one question I love asking a lot of C-suite, like my fellow C-suite people. I'm like, hey, where'd you start?
Yeah.
Like my buddy over at Yamava, he started at hockey marketing, sports marketing. I was like, hockey? And like, you have no idea. I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't. But I think when it comes down to it, this is our love letter to the entire industry, our friends that are going to be on this show, the brands that we're going to talk about. And we have all these conversations all the time by ourselves. So now we get to document and put it out there, and it's going to live out there forever. And hopefully make an impact to the next Ian or to the next, gritty, grumpy people like us.
I guess my favorite part of this is that when we get done, my wife can ask me what we talked about, and I don't know, just listen to the show.
Is that better or worse?
But I think the biggest thing is like, again, anything on this show, like if we get partners and et cetera, so on, like me and Jared were just saying, I'm sure Ian feels the same way. We're just going to put it back into the show. We're going to keep building it, getting the awareness for people that need that spotlight because we grew up not having this opportunity in that seat.
And then, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of people that don't have someone like yourself or don't have someone who can kind of help guide them in the industry. And that's what becomes so daunting. They're like, this is my hobby, but where do I go?
Yeah, I fucked up a lot to be here, so I don't know what else I can tell you. I've been telling you that since day one. But what would be your number one outro on like your biggest lesson learned to year to date?
My biggest lesson. So the thing I always tell people is that this is a small industry. As big as it is, it's really small. So don't burn any bridges. But if you're gonna burn a bridge, burn it to the fucking ground.
Yeah, mine is like I said. I have fucked up a lot, and that is why I am who I am, where I am, and what I'm doing today. And you want to take that lesson, and that fuck up, that L is the biggest lesson you will learn. Embrace it, love it, learn it, live it. And what have you learned lately?
That's a lot.
I know,
don't
way too much.
How do I follow up on that? Honestly, it's been don't be afraid to just ask a dumb question. I hate to go back on that, but it's true. I think a lot of people, they're standoffish. They don't want to get into it, and that's kind of my point of view is just do it.
Yeah, so I think that's three
better-
great statements from three different generations, and I really hope everybody really enjoys the show and gets to learn from it, really.